Greetings and welcome to another installment of Peace, Love, Food, Bliss, which is my new blog all about creating more peace in your life, enjoying some amazing food, and just finding your passions and what makes you happy. So I've been kind of haven't been regular with the blog. It's one of those projects that over the years I've tried a few times and I haven't really put the energy into it like I would like to do now. So I've been thinking about different topics that I wanted to talk about, and of course dozens of things come to mind at any time. And I was going to speak this week on communication, where in the week where we're experiencing what is known as Mercury retrograde, which is where Mercury appears to be moving backwards, and there are a lot of technological and communication issues during this time. So I was going to speak about communication and give some examples of my experience with having both peaceful communications and also communications that went wrong. And I'm definitely going to update that for the future. But for today, I really wanted to speak on the subject of gratitude because it's been probably one of the main things on my mind for the past year. As many of my friends know, I've had a rough time the past couple of years. I lost my favorite cousin that I really was close to, and my parents passed years ago, and so I'm just adjusting to also being in my 30s. I'm 33 now, and just experiencing life and trying to figure out things and make that transition into real adulthood, I guess. But the reason I wanted to speak about gratitude was because I feel like it's been the number one healing practice that I have done in the past year that has made more positive change in my life than anything. See, I even have a hard time containing myself talking about it. But, I'm finding that as we're further inundated in the world right now with lots of stories on violence and hostility and lots of, negative things people are experiencing, it can be really daunting. And social media, people complain a lot and talk about, what's going on in their lives and how they feel about it and whatnot. And a lot of times people have a hard time really finding something to be happy about, finding something to look forward to. And a lot of people tend to focus on the bad experiences in their life. And, it's kind of one of those things where, focusing on the bad things, like everybody needs to vent, everybody needs to let go and express themselves. But, when you're focusing just on that, you're probably going to experience more of that. You just kind of attract more of that into your life because you expect it. And I found that by focusing on gratitude every day, it really helps to kind of chip away, I guess, at stresses and depression and feelings of lack. I found that, each day finding things that you're grateful for, even the small things like you got up and, maybe you're somebody who has chronic illness and you woke up and you feel good today. Or, maybe you woke up and you got a nice message from a friend or a loved one, or you read something nice online, or, maybe you're just grateful for having a place to live and having food to eat, even if it's just for one night. Finding little things, even things that, people don't really think much of are just so important, especially when you're processing lots of emotions and you're dealing with lots of negative images in your daily life. So I just urge everybody out there to take a few minutes every day and actually write down the things you're grateful for. Just to give an example today, I'm grateful that I woke up today. I'm feeling great today. The weather's beautiful. It's not too hot. I got a client call me for this evening that I'm going to go, a brand new client I have booked. I'm actually going to the spa near my house, which is a block away, 3 blocks away, to go do a massage. And so I'm just so grateful for all these things. Like, I can walk 3 blocks from my house and do work, and then I can come home and do work. Doing something I love, helping people. And, not everybody has those kind of things to be grateful for. But, maybe you have a job and you kind of aren't too thrilled about the work you're doing. Maybe you work in retail, or you don't feel like you're paid enough or whatever. But just try and find the things at work that, are fulfilling. Like, maybe you need to move into a new job, or you need to start searching for something new, or create some new opportunities and experiences in your life. But even if you have something that, maybe like a survival job, I guess, or, just finding happiness in the little things. Like, maybe you had a great interaction with somebody at work, whether it was a coworker, or maybe you work in retail or a restaurant, it was a customer that just said something really nice, you had a great conversation. Every little thing that you can find to be grateful for, to be happy about, just projects that energy out even further. And the more you can focus on that, the greater things will affect you to such a degree. Now, I'm not saying that just positive thinking and, it's going to cure everything and heal everything, but, it's a start. And that's the fact. You got to start somewhere. And, everything from dealing with depression is helped by gratitude. I'm finding in my business right now that because I focus on gratitude and I'm grateful for the abundance that I'm receiving, I just get more of it. And it's just made my life really amazing. And I can't stress enough how important it is to just be thankful for everything in your life. Be thankful for the people that love and support you. Be thankful for the people that challenge you. Maybe you had a fight with somebody, or you had a big debate and it really pushed your buttons. But that's an opportunity to practice gratitude, because you might learn something from them. And you may also, have a negative experience where you feel hurt. And of course, nobody's grateful for hurting, for being in pain for the sake of being in pain. But there are a lot of things you can learn through being ill, or through experiencing pain or challenge, or anything that makes you think and makes you feel a range of emotions can help you grow. And so I just try and be thankful for every little experience, even the bad ones. Even a couple weeks ago, I had a fight with a friend over politics, of all stupid things. And we are in a very political season right now in the United States, with the presidential elections coming up, and there are a lot of emotions running high in different communities that are being negatively affected by a lot of candidates. And so I called a friend up and just had the screaming match, just a total toddler back and forth tantrum screaming match. You did it! No, you did it! Or whatever, he said, she said, they said, whatever. And I realized after the experience that did absolutely nothing except to irritate and frustrate both of us. And I learned something from that. I realized that had I approached the situation differently, I could have had much more peaceful communication and a much better experience. And so I'm grateful that I went through that, and that I was able to look back at it and say, that didn't work out. So, I'm going to wrap up the video here because I'm kind of going on, and I could talk about gratitude all day. But write down today, if you're watching this, 3 things that you're grateful for, no matter how big or small. You can write them in a journal, or you can share them online with us. I'd be happy to read all of your gratitude, read about the things you're thankful for. And I'm just hoping that you all have a day filled with love and light and bliss, and you eat some good, tasty food. And I will talk to you soon next week on Peace, Love, Food, Bliss, coming out every Friday. Thank you so much for joining me. Peace and love.